Hi everyone, Stuart here from Port Anglican. Just wanted to start by saying that I prepare for these sessions and on my heart is how can I be an encouragement to you, how can I support you, how can I speak words of life at this time. And the Lord usually guides me into something that I think is helpful. But you know what I'd really love? I'd love you to make a comment if you're watching this in the YouTube channel, if you know how to do it, or send me an email or send me a text. Either way, the thing I'd love you to comment is where you're at, what perhaps could be helpful to you. You know, we're all sort of flying a little bit into the unknowns at the moment, and I would really love to be able to be a blessing to you all. So if there's something I can do or something I can video or produce or write that you think will be a blessing for you, then please do make a comment and let me know. Today, particularly, I wanted to focus on our build up to Easter. You know, this Sunday coming, and please do join us online at portanglican.com at 9 a.m. for our church service. No matter where you are in the world, we'd love you to join us. But we're going to be looking at Jesus' triumphal entry into Jerusalem. I mean, wow. I gotta say, this is just one of my favorite readings for the whole year, and probably for different reasons than you expect. I think what really profoundly impacts me is that Jesus knew he was walking into his death. He knew that he was about to face the most horrendous time in his whole 33 years. And yet he walked in. He didn't walk in downcast and sad and lonely. We know we experienced a lot of those emotions in the Garden of Gethsemane later on. But walking to Jerusalem was this great celebration, and it's a celebration of his courage. It's a celebration of his will to be obedient to God. It's a celebration of the fact that his humanity was capable of walking into suffering because he had trust in his God. And you know, for me personally, and I hope this is for you too, you know, like all of us are facing this coronavirus right now, and we don't know what's coming. Certainly for most of us watching this, the pandemic has yet to reach its height in Australia, but we know it's coming. And you know, some parts of us are fearful for our relatives, our loved ones. Some of us are fearful for ourselves. But you know what? This is something we've got to walk into. We've got to make either a triumphant entry into what's coming, or we're going to go non-triumphantly defeated into this. And I want us to be people who are inspired by Jesus' example, are people who are willing to trust God enough to walk in with their heads held high to heaven, to shout Hosanna to the King, because we know that he's with us. The whole point of his entry and crucifixion was to show humanity that God is with us. And I'm not going to preach a sermon because I'm going to do that Sunday, but I just would love you to start meditating and thinking on the fact that God is so with us in our sufferings, that he knows exactly what we're about to face in coming weeks, and he wants us to be prepared. He wants our hearts to be joyful, and he wants us to be a sense of triumph in him. Not triumphalism, but triumph in him. Okay, so if you're looking for the reference, you'll find Matthew 21, Mark 11, Luke 19, and John 12. And I highlight all four because all four of the gospel writers have a slightly different take on it, which is actually brilliant. And I try to bring that out a bit in my sermon this Sunday. Okay, God bless you all. I wanted to finish by actually offering a couple of free resources for you. I've written a few things in my time, and one of the things that I think might be helpful for you this time is I wrote a daily devotional called the 28-Day Challenge, A Journey to Spiritual Health, Walking with Jesus. If you're someone who doesn't have a devotional, perhaps you'd love to try a journaling way of doing devotion, then I'd love to make this available to you. I'm not charging. If you can help me with postage to send it to you, that'd be appreciated. I think it'll be about $4 or something like that to send it to you. But you can come and pick it up from the office. I've only got 25 copies left, but I'll make them available to you if you would like one of those. The other one I have is a book I wrote a number of years back called Embrace Your Season. And when I wrote it, I had no idea how important this kind of concept would be for a time like this. This season, which is unheralded and unprecedented in our time, you know, how is it that we can embrace this season? Because, you know, we can either survive it or we can thrive in it. And you know, you might that sounds like an odd thing to say. Isn't this just about survival? You know, I say no, it's not. I think if we go through our life just surviving, and I don't care what the event is, life will throw hardship at us all the time. Sufferings, challenges, hills to climb. The truth is, life is all about learning to embrace the season you're in, seek God in it, seek God's purposes for you in it, and then climb the hill. So this book, Embrace Your Season, is all about this concept. It's not written for theologians or academics, it's written for ordinary people like me. So if that appeals to you, again, I'm happy to make this available to you for free of charge. If you send me the postage, I'll happily send it to you. If you want to make a donation towards the next book, please do, but I'm not looking for that. This is not a chance to flog books. I'm actually just wanting to be helpful. So if this can be helpful to you, send a comment, perhaps put your email address or your physical address so I can send it to you. All right, God bless you. I'll speak to you tomorrow. Bye.